We're out in the garage on a Tuesday night. Of course, we're working on the Dodge. So, got our steering shaft done. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Ford. They got this like triangular little, that was a pain to make. The only positive was as wide as this is here on the base. I was able to take my Dremel and burr bit over here and make basically that end on the shaft I have in here. So I got that done. I'm like, sweet. And then I found this down here. That's coolant. But it's an LS, so if it's not the back of the water pump, it's got to be a hose or the radiator, because LS motors don't leak coolant. Pretty straightforward and simple. I got to put exhaust on this here this weekend. I got to finish running this wire. I ran it in the cab. I just got to hook it up to keyed power. If you guys are doing your own LS swap, great source of information, lt1swap.com. On the S10, I sent my ECM out to him too, and it was like $60, and he took the VATs off and got it ready. That's before I had my HP tuner cable and stuff. So, but tons of great information. If you even have a newer gen, you can get those pinouts like on All Data or one of those sites, or just look it up online. But the basics of wiring your all your relays and powers and grounds and stuff, he does a great job, especially on the old school. This is like an O2 harness. All of the fuse block stuff super great. The only thing that's bad was the fan relay wiring diagram he has is incorrect. But it's good because it doesn't damage anything. It just says everything's grounded and the PCM sends power. Well, the PCM sends ground, so you need to put two of the wires, one to keyed power, one to a heavier source so you can run your fans. But I got that figured out on the S10 because I was running that and the fans weren't kicking on. So got it fixed over here. Luckily, hadn't had any issues, knock on wood. So I got to mount the radiator a little bit better. Some mounts on there are not the greatest, but what I've been messing around for about the last 20 minutes is this guy here. So I got my old cylinder head off of the old blue. This is a exhaust manifold off of a LS1 Camaro. I put headers, long tube headers on the one I had and kept the old manifolds because who knows why. But it's nice now because I got this to make a log manifold. So got to weld some EGR ports closed, cut the chunk out here. I'm going to put a pipe in with a V-band. V-band this side. And if you guys don't know anything about log manifolds or turbo and LSs, run the driver side manifold and hook it into the passenger side manifold, and then run all the exhaust out the front low. Sometimes the truck ones, they'll put them up high, but I'm going to put it down low and frame out the turbo. And then got a flex coupling for our crossover pipe so it's easier to fit. But as you might have seen, some posts this week of some good parts here. Let's see. Well, went on the old eBay and got some Speed Daddy parts. Wastegate. So I got to make sure that this fits. I was watching some videos on these. You can lap the seat, so make sure it's not leaking. And then this camera on this phone is pretty good. Got a new phone, but look at see how there's like the finish work on these. There isn't any. A lot of times there'll be metal shavings in here. So take this bad boy apart, clean that up, get that working. And my buddy Dwayne, I posted a picture. He said that makes the turbo noises. Here's our blow-off valve. This is our pss, pss, pss. So, got both of those from Speed Daddy. Got our oil feed lines from Speed Daddy because when there's, when we all get stimulated by old Uncle Joe, all the stuff goes out of stock. I got intercooler, the piping, blow-off valve, wastegate, oil feed and return lines. And I even sprung for, I think it was like $24 for a pre-welded blow-off valve port because I don't have a TIG welder. So don't have to worry about trying to find someone to weld aluminum. And how good is this cheap $120 boost pipe turbo aluminum? Probably not great. So I got like 430 maybe into all this stuff. And then I think I've settled on what turbo I'm gonna go with the next gen 7875. It's a T4 turbo, and I know I got a 6-liter on the Monte, but I'm not gonna be running anything more than like heaviest ever, maybe 14 pounds, which is probably gonna happen, but probably running 6-8 pounds most of the time. Shouldn't have any back pressure issues. The thing should, you know, just turn on. I don't have to worry about boost lag at all. It's going to have power instantly. So hopefully get that going. I got to get some injectors, and I may run. Let's see here. I got to clean these out, but I got some steel braided 10AN line. So what I might do, I might take the 3/8 poly line I have now, use that as a return line. And then I have, see, look at this. I got to keep going back and forth. Up on the shelf, I got a return style fuel rail. It fits on this intake, but the L96 intake's different. And pretty sure the L96 intake flows a little bit better. So I might make some sort of new, we might rig something, or I might spend the money and since I'm going to get an AN fittings for that 10AN line, just get some fuel rails and some injectors. But it's kind of hard to believe I can, even with the turbo, if I get injectors, I'm still going to be under $1,600 with the cam and springs. I think the cam was like $270. The springs were 100 and something, so $400 there. And I got the motor free because I parted out the van. I'm gonna have just a little over $2,000 to have 550 horsepower at the wheels. So that is why people use LS engines. It's so great. I keep telling myself, Corey, we used to hang out at my buddy Zach's house, and we'd look at auto traders with people that are selling Novas and you know, all those 60s and 70s muscle cars, and they said, "Oh man, it'd be so cool to have that," and I'd do this, and that was before LS stuff. And now, 2021, there is a better than good possibility that we're gonna have 550 wheel horsepower in a 70 Monte Carlo. So my 16-year-old self is thinking my 33-year-old self's a badass. So. And only one baby mama. Whoa! You know, it could be a lot worse. So, well, guys, it's been a while since I made a video. Messed my ankles up. So now I'm back out in the shop. Got to get to work. So, a lot longer video than normal. If you like this, tell a friend. Don't subscribe. Don't click anything. Just tell a friend that you like the video. Don't even tell them what the video was about. Say, hey, I liked the video today. And if you do that, I'll be happy. So thanks for watching, guys. And as always, T-tops off.